Hi, welcome to Survival Skills. I'm back in the 1.15 world. We actually recently upgraded to 1.15.1 and we're playing and we're having a great time. It's the server performance is excellent, so I'm really happy with this server, and I've been playing here a ton, and I have built so much stuff. Not I, we. There are three of us on here right now. I'd like to see more people come on. If you're interested, just drop me a comment and I'll hook up with you on Discord and I can give you the IP address for the server and you're welcome to join us. Anyway, we've built a lot of stuff since the last video that I did, and today I want to show you a zombie spawner, a zombie experience grinder. And I've done this one before, and I don't know if I did a video on it. I don't remember. I don't think I did on this. But this is, I built this off of a tutorial by a person that bills himself as StickZ. You might be familiar with him. So I use his tutorial every time to build this particular farm. And there was only one thing there were a couple of things that I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do. So I decided to do them in this world. Well, I didn't decide. I didn't become aware of one of them until just recently. Let me flip into creative mode and I'll tell you what all this mumbo jumbo means. First of all, let me show you what happens in the drop chute here. What we've got is a spawner up there, and it's dropping zombies, and they're getting pushed down, with water down into this drop chute here. And then I want them to go into a bubble elevator. Watch these guys come through. See how smooth that was? He didn't get stuck. There's no dry block in there. No place for him to stand. So he can't stand around waiting on the next guy to push him in. Okay? The other thing, if you'll notice, is they're not hitting their head on the ceiling and getting stuck right there on the ceiling. So if you've done this farm before, you've probably noticed those two things. That if you have to put a sign there in the old design to stop the water from flowing into the bubble column, and that makes that block there dry. Let me show you. Let's go into creative mode. And the other thing is they hit their heads. So I'll show you both of those. Let me get a potion here. So you can see. Okay. So let me show you the design. So this is basically when you find one of these guys right here, you dig out a room around it. If you want to maximize your spawning rates, this is how you do it. So you go out 1, 2, 3, 4 to each side, all the way around it. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the spawner. So you'll be left with a 9x9 room. And then you go down 4 blocks underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And you go 3 blocks above it. 4 down and 3 above. So you dig this room out like this. And then you just, then you got to dig this little trench here, and this little trench goes down 1, 2, just 2 blocks down. And oops, I took my water out. I'll fix that. Let's fix it right now. Water. Tell you what, let's just take it all out for now so you can see. I need to put some light on here so these zombies don't harass me. Okay, so you dig down this trench right here. You go down 2. And then you will splash water in the sides here, and that'll cause the water to go down the middle. Now I'm going to leave that dry for just a second. I was going to put it back in, but let me leave it dry because I want to show you something else. So when they drop out of here, they get pushed down into the trench, and then the water that's flowing to the middle pushes them down into this little drop chute right here. So now let me grab a block. I want to show you what this normally looks like. This is the old design, okay? In the old design, it looks like this. You would have a couple of signs here. I think it's right there and right there, like that. So now when the water flows in, let me put the water in so you can see what it looks like in the old way of doing it, which by the way works just fine, but I wanted to make it more efficient. I'm just like that. I like doing farms and I want things to be most efficient. See this right here? So what'll happen is they'll come and they'll drop in here, and then there's this dry block. So sometimes they'll stand around here until another one comes along to push them in. Then when they get pushed in, they will try to go up. But the other thing that happens is when they try to bubble up, they get stuck on this edge right here because this didn't push them all the way into the water stream. So they get stuck right here, their head's stuck, until another one comes along and shoves them into the water stream. Then they pop, they bubble up, and it works just fine. But you know, it was just kind of bugging me that that they were getting stuck. And oh, well, if I'm in fly mode, can I go down? Isn't that nice? Okay. One more time. Let's see if I can get out of here. I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, that was funny. Anyway, that's the the water chute. Actually, I could show you that too, but if you watch the videos on how to build this, you'll learn about that. So let's break out some torches here. Try not to break my spawner because I'm in creative. I could just remake it, but rather not. So take these torches out. I want you to see how it operates. So if you look, sit down. All right, right here. You see how that guy right there is just kind of standing there? Now, eventually, he'll get pushed in, right? Now, I don't know if you'll see their heads get stuck, but sometimes their head will get stuck and they won't go up. Let's just watch a little bit more and see if that happens. Okay, these guys are being pretty well behaved. They're not getting hung up on the bottom block there. But you can see how it takes a few coming in to shove the next one into the water chute. Okay, so let's go change the design. And we'll take these out, and then we're going to put fence gates in here. That's one part of it. So we're going to put it right there and open it and put another one on top of that one and open that one. So now we still have the same issue, right, with this block right here. So that's where the next part of this comes in. And I'm going to show you with the water. So we come down and we break this block out, and we would take that block out, and then we would dig down one more, and we put a fence gate down there to hold the water up so it doesn't just flow down into the hole. So it'll flow across that space right there and onto the soil sand. And then behind it, here, let me do this. Might as well be thorough, right? Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. You come down, then you come down one more, you put a fence gate in there. And then behind it, it's kind of hard for me to show you the behind part, but it's down like at the same level as the soil sand. I wish I could fly. So we dug down a couple here, we're right behind the soil sand. We put another open fence gate right there. So now what we get is we get this effect. There's no block for the zombies to stand on. So watch what happens. Oh, I need to turn my spawner back on. I should put a redstone lamp in here so that you can turn this on and off just for no reason except that I've always wanted to do that. I always have a hard time flying into places like this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'll get it. There we go. Now take a look at it now. You notice those guys standing around before? So watch them come through now. I think I showed you this in the beginning of the video. But take a look. See how they just come right through? There's no standing around. Now I did notice that they do kind of get caught a little bit at the entrance, but I don't see any way to really avoid that. Sometimes they'll like both hit exactly at the same time, and they'll shove each other around until somebody pushes them down the chute. But once they come down the chute, they come right through and they go right up. So again, I'll just repeat, you don't have to do this because the farm is just fine without the fence gate modifications. You could just use signs and let them shove each other in. But if you're like me, you like to see this nice smooth operation. It's worth a little bit of extra work to do these fence gates. So I'll put the link to StickZ video in the description. That will show you how to make the basic farm, the one with the signs, and then I'll put a link to NimsTV's skeleton XP farm in the description, and you can fast forward to the part that'll show you how to do the fence gates if you didn't get it from watching my video. So that was the modification on making this flow more efficient. And then I'm not collecting drops in this farm. I just decided to run everything into a burner. So I've got a burner down here. So it just I've got a comparator running off the back of that, and I've just made it so that if anything drops into this is a dropper. Anything comes down into that dropper, the dropper spits it out and spits it into lava. I think I can show you this way, like that. So when I whack these guys, because I don't need the drops, I want the XP out of this farm. I've got other farms to get loot. If you want the loot, just run it into a chest. And then I have to have these right here, these slabs, because the stuff that the dropper's spitting out will come through the corners and into your inventory if you don't put some slabs right here. There are different ways to do the dropper, but I just did it like that, so I need these slabs. In my fish farm, I do it differently. Anyway, I think that's it. That's what I wanted to show you today. There's a lot more to show you. We've done some really cool stuff, but I don't want to draw the video out any longer for today. So let me go back to where I started. And I have a raid farm and a witch farm and a whole bunch of other stuff to show you in future videos and some more build videos. So I'll just keep them coming as long as you're watching. So if you like this one, please click the like button. And if you have questions or comments, please leave those below. I like to talk to the people who watch my videos. If you don't want to miss future videos, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks a lot for all of your support for the channel. It was the most recent comments that really got me to get moving on this video. I was kind of just playing and not really doing videos, and I had a couple people tell me that, you know, they found some of my videos helpful, and I had somebody ask me like where I was, you know, why I hadn't posted recently. So those kind of things have really help a lot. So I really appreciate that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.